the first one we're doing is a Minecraft food tier list. Obviously, I play a lot of Minecraft. I think I'm qualified to speak on this, personally. And also, it's all gonna be my opinion anyway. I'm not gonna say these are the absolute best, and you should agree. This is my opinion, okay? Opinion warning. Gold carrot. We're starting off. We're gonna start off straight away with this one. Gold carrot. It's good. I'm pretty sure I got nerfed in recent updates. It went from doing 4 saturation bars to 3. I can't remember if that's actually the case. I think it is the case. I'm pretty confident it is. For some reason, gold apples here twice. I'm just gonna. Okay, we'll get onto that. Gold carrot. It's good. I'm pretty sure they also made it uncraftable again. And also, I personally don't see it that often. I don't see it that often. Like, it's good when it's there, you know, when you get it out of a ruined portal or something like that. But other than, it's like an aid to, you know, it's not always there for you. And also, it's not as good as what it used to be, so it has to be A tier for me personally. A gold apple is S tier. Realistically, it is S tier because it does the job. It's pretty cheap to make, considering what it does. And it just you know, if you're in a situation where you're about to die in fire or something, it's gonna save you like 9 times out of 10. It's for me it's S tier because I mean, what's the critique of it really, other than they cost 8 gold to make. But 8 gold realistically, if you're playing like a survival world, that's not that much. Okay. Pork and steak, I'm gonna be putting them as the same thing because realistically, they're available in the same amount. I mean, they're pretty much reskins of the other thing, to be honest with you. It's just that one comes from a pig, the other one comes from a cow. So to me, they're. Ooh, I'm struggling to give this one S tier. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm struggling to give this S tier. I mean, they are iconic, and they do about 4 saturation bars. So, and they're actually, to be fair, they're actually pretty easy to get as well. They're both S tier. The mutton, I'm pretty sure only does 3 saturation bars. If that's the case, I'm pretty sure that's the case, and also salmon, and they're both pretty easy to get as well. That's why they're gonna go A tier. I don't think I need to explain this one. It's a spider eye. It does nothing but give you poison and doesn't saturate you in any way. Chicken is gonna also go in with these two because in order to get it, you kill chickens, and when you kill chickens, you get feathers as well. So when you're hunting for that, you also get the bonus of gathering feathers as well. I'm pretty sure that's cooked rabbit. Now, if you use this as your regular food source in a survival world or hardcore world, I question your sanity. I'll be honest with you. I just don't. Who uses cooked rabbit? Like, it's cool, and if you're able to get a lot of it, you've got you know. The only way you're gonna have this is if you have a rabbit farm, which again is just, yes, you know, it's a bit. That's all I can't describe it in words. It's more like a sound. It's just. Soup is C tier. Now, because the only good thing about soup is that it does a lot of saturation, but it's not stackable, and it's not very regularly available either. That's why it's in C tier. That's the one good thing about it. Like, your inventory just gets so filled up with these if you have more than like 5. So, oh, that sounds stupid, but whatever. Okay, bread. I have a special relationship with this food source because of speedrunning. Okay, I've speedrun a lot on Minecraft. I've speedrun a lot on Minecraft over the last couple of years. I haven't done it so much recently because I just couldn't be arsed with it. But yeah, it's easy to get, especially when you find a village. It's, you know, when you do get it, there's plenty of it. It only does about 3 saturation bars, but considering that mutton and salmon do the same, this was so much more available, and therefore it has to be S tier. This one can go in there with these two. These two are pretty much the same. Baked potato. I'm consider the only two positions instantly that's calling out to me for this one is B and C. It's not great. I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure I've gotten more baked potatoes from killing zombies than actually farming potatoes and cooking them. Maybe that's just because of the way I play. I don't know why. They're just not as it's not as common as bread is, and also it's just it's just a bit you know. That's why it's gonna go on B. It's just a bit and this can go. These two the same. These two are one and the same. Suspicious stew can go mid tier because the only time you'll ever find it is in shipwrecks, and realistically it's about a 50-50 whether or not it'll give you a good potion effect or a bad one. So it has to go in the middle for that exact reason. Carrots, I mean, if they weren't used to make gold carrots, I'd put them in the bottom. But they don't. So they do serve a purpose, which is to make golden carrots. That's why they're in C. Beetroot, get out of the game. It's pointless. No, who's using beetroot? Who is using beetroot? Like, check the hard drive of the person who's using beetroot as a food source on a regular playthrough of Minecraft. Pretty sure that's dried kelp, and you use that to farm turtles, I'm pretty sure. And you can use that. Obviously, you need these for either a turtle farm. I don't think, as a food source for an actual player to use it, I would not suggest it at all. But because it has other uses than that, I'm going to put it in the middle tier. Because obviously, when you're farming turtles, you can get turtle scut, then make a turtle helmet, which is pretty cool in itself. And also, you can then use those to make resistance potions, which are the best potions in the game. Apples, it's a bit of a toss-up between A and B, to be honest with you, because they are used to make golden apples. But other than that, they're not that regularly available, and they don't do that much saturation. So I think at the top of B tier is what I'm gonna go. Okay, the non-cooked meats, I'm going to put them all in C tier, because if you really need to, then you can sort of use them. But you're like, most of the time, unless you're like dying of hunger right then and there, you're better off cooking them, and then they give you more saturation. And also with chicken, you actually get hunger if you eat uncooked chicken in Minecraft. Poison potato, I mean, what more can you say about it other than it is the worst? Melon. Oh, I feel like I'm going to be a bit harsh here and put it down here. Doesn't really serve any purpose, I'll be honest. As does the potato. I know, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on that. Maybe, I'm not sure. Yeah, do you know what? We'll stay there for now, okay? If I think of a reason as to why they should go up by the end of this, I'll move them. But chorus fruit is going to go at the top of B, because the amount of time this can get you, when you eat chorus fruit, you do teleport, and sometimes if you need to teleport through a wall, sometimes it can do that if you're like pressed up right against it, which means it serves a greater purpose rather than just saturating you, which I'm pretty sure it does the same as an apple on that front. Yeah, I think at the top of B is pretty good for that. Pumpkin pie, I mean, it's never there, and it's pretty expensive to make if I'm not mistaken. I'd rather be using, I think you need sugar to make it, and I'd rather be using sugar cane to make books. So I'm going to put it at the bottom of B tier. Cookies. Again, the only reason cocoa beans exist in the game is to make these, and then they do half a saturation bar, so what is the point? Cake, iconic. The 6 saturation bars are quite expensive to make, but still, it's worth it. Rotten flesh, I mean, get rid of it. You know, it's there to just clutter up your inventory. Realistically, that's the only purpose it serves. It's there for something, for zombies to drop something. You know, that's all it's there for. This can go in with the fish as well. Do tropical fish actually give a potion effect? I'm not sure. For that reason, I'm going to put it top of D. And also this can fuck off as well. That can go with... I can go with the rest of the uncooked food as well. Sweet berries, I mean... They're good for the start of a playthrough if you've spawned in a spruce biome, but other than that, they don't really serve a purpose, which is why they're going to go at the bottom of C tier. Rabbit stew can go underneath these two because it's just like having the regular soup, except you need more to make it. Now, I'm going to have to just be clear on this one. This is enchanted golden apple, even though the person who made this tier list didn't actually do this correctly, and it's just a regular golden apple. Enchanted golden apple is going to go... Oh, I don't know if it should go top or bottom of A tier, because it is like the... Where is it gone? It is by definition the best food source in the game. Well, not by definition, it is like practically the best food source in the game. But, when are you ever really going to use it? You hardly ever find it, and when you do find it, you more want to keep it as a collectible than to actually eat. I mean, you never actually end up eating any of them. So I'm going to put it at the bottom of A tier for just not being that used, like, at all. If you're going to use any of these, you're least likely to use an enchanted golden apple. And that is my Minecraft food tier list. If you disagree, I really don't care.